And I think that's where I am, like with Kirsten and I, like from our conversations, like even with the whole, coming to Memphis thing and she didn't come, it was like, you didn't come, okay, cool, we can get past it. But then when I told her how I felt, she was like, okay, I'm pulling out my calendar now, I'm putting it on my schedule. What time do I need to be there? And I was like, Kirsten, like, I just wanted to, like, I want you to be there, but do you want to be there? Do you want to be present in the moment? And I was like, I don't want you to just do it just because you don't want everybody to get on your ass, like, afterwards. Like, I want you there.
He did say, like, obviously there's times where, like, you're just on different pages at times, and, like, obviously the event thing was a big one, but now you know, and so it's like, he wants to make sure, like, you want to be there and not just, like, well, I'm going because he wants me to go.
Once I feel secure and have that energy within our marriage and we're spending time together and that supportive side continues to grow, like, I'll definitely be there, it'll become more natural. And, like, sometimes I just want it to feel more natural as well.
It's just hard because it's like, you have like this small amount of time to make all of these life decisions. It's kind of like the pressure is on.
I also feel like there's no way you're gonna have every answer to every question by decision day. So that shouldn't weigh on your decision. You're always gonna have roadblocks in your marriage, and if you're at a place to where you feel like there's a possibility, then you should keep pushing
We just want to be happy.
Yeah.
Like, and we both talked about it, like, every day it's like the constant struggle of what we got to do right. Like, we want to enjoy each other in our marriage, like, become each other's best friend, biggest supporter.
And y'all can change that narrative.
Yeah, so that's what we're working towards.
Yeah.
So.
And I feel like there's so much pressure on decision day, because there is. It's a day we have to make a decision, but I mean, Chris and I are already making plans for beyond decision day, and we definitely are in a love bubble, but because we're both so rational, it's a bubble that was rationally and logistically created to make the most sense for us. And, he's very chill and I'm very not chill, so we can't be wishy-washy. We need to figure out what does it look like when it's just us, and what does the day after decision day look like?
Yeah.
I'm more of like a laid back. I think my personality is more like yours. I'm like laid back kind of.
Yeah.
But I've been able to communicate with her and get her on a point where she's like, talks thoroughly through things with me so that we can move past it. So it's not like we're talking about the same thing day after day. So she's been willing to grow in that aspect, and
I
it's been
think
great.
that there's, with Clint, I'm very much like an easygoing, go with the flow person, and I don't point out the small things that bother me that I've noticed. One thing is, like, I'm surprised that Clint actually, like, found the bed, because he was pretty drunk last night.
Are we all gonna start this party off with a shot?
Shot.
That's an easy drinker.
He couldn't find his pajamas. I found his pajamas for him. I feel like you really take good care of him, when he is under the influence or whatnot. Yeah. I think that's a lot about I you. care about Clint. Yeah. But if I were to ask anyone, they wouldn't want that in a marriage. That's not something that's, like, attractive that you're like, oh, I can't wait to get that guy.
There is a world where we actually could continue, right? There's a possibility. Something could change in our relationship, and we're like, wow, now all of a sudden I am attracted. I just don't know, and I'm not gonna pretend that I know.
I don't want him to have to be a different person around me, but he's never built that attraction for me either, and so he doesn't see me as someone that he needs to impress, or he needs to fight for, or he needs to work for, or compliment. So, like, I've never felt like a wife in this, because we've only been friends, and there's never been an initiative of, like, oh, I'm gonna go out of my way to, like, try to really build a marriage.
Find it inside to find a little more.
Beautiful view.
Yeah. So how was y'all talk today?
It was pretty good. I think everybody kind of like spoke positive. We was asking like the advice we've given their spouses, has it helped in their marriage? And they're like, all like, yeah.
What did you guys talk about for you and I?
When they asked about you and I said, Kirsten and I are just working on to really just get on the same page.
But I feel like that's really the hardest part of our marriage, is just really being on one accord and
understanding each other, and whenever I need to express myself or say how I'm feeling, just have those conversations with you. I know decision day is coming up, and I feel like you and I still need to have like deeper conversations on where we see this marriage going and what we still want out of this marriage.
Looking at it from my perspective, that has been a consistent thing over the weeks now. We need to talk more, we need to get to know each other more, and it's like, well, Kirsten, we are. We're still talking. It's not like we just coming in the house and don't say nothing to each other, shower, and then get in the bed. It's never that. It's never been that.
We do have our conversations sometimes. We do. We do.
Is it sometimes or all the time?
It's not all the time, it's sometimes, to me. I feel like we have
Well,
conversations
even with that, we got to
sometimes.
get on the same page. Like the need to have the conversation. It's not really a need to me. I want it to happen. It's not a need.
What's not a need?
Like the conversations, like to learn, because I'm learning. I watch you. I observe a lot.
But it's a need for me.
I am very concerned that Shaquille may not know how to give me that attention that I need.
So if I was to say no on decision day, it would be because Shaquille couldn't meet my expectations as far as like finding the balance in our marriage. I don't want us to be in a marriage to where the both of us are not feeling secure, are not feeling heard, and not feeling like we both want to be with each other. So where do we go from here?
Working to get on the same page.
You feel like that's possible?
I know it's possible.
I just don't want our marriage to feel like a struggle.